Hello everyone. Welcome to yet another exciting session where we talk about stocks, direct equity, and a lot more. I am Sonam Punjabi from Tata Capital Moneyfy, and I'm delighted to guide you through today's discussion. Before we jump into the insightful session, I have some fantastic news to share for our Moneyfy users. You can now start investing in stocks, IPOs, FNOs, commodities, and much more directly on the platform. Now let's get to the good stuff. I'm thrilled to introduce our guest today, Mr. Himanshu. He's a SEBI registered research analyst and a presenter at Dhan. Thanks for joining, Himanshu.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me, Sonam. And thank you so much to all the viewers today for watching us here. So,
Yeah.
yes, let's get
So,
started.
for all those who are not familiar, Moneyfy has tied up with this platform called Dhan, which is designed to take trading smoother and more intuitive for investors. So today, Himanshu, let's maybe talk about some specific features that have been gaining traction on your platform, like ScanX or MTF, etc. To start with, can you give us a walkthrough of the trading view console that you have on the platform? How it enhances the overall trading experience for the traders? How can traders use this tool to improve their overall strategies and stay on top of market movement? If you can take us
Yeah,
through the trading
sure,
view console.
sure. At Dhan, we are committed to having a lot of features and also keep on upgrading all the features. The idea is to keep everyone updated about all the important things that happens in the market so that it becomes, see,
Yeah.
the biggest challenge before we come to the platform. So let me just share the mindset that we have. So the
Yeah.
platform is made for trade. So that means that, I mean, the idea is that whenever someone wants to trade or invest in the markets, what are the important things that one may be requiring to execute the trade, to analyze the market or whatsoever. So all the products that we generate, that we create at Dhan is made keeping all these things in mind. So having said this, let me take you through our various products one by one, and they all are the best in class. Let me start sharing my screen with you. This is the Dhan's main platform where
Yeah.
we log in, and whenever as soon as we log in on web platform, so we get to this page. And this page, even though my portfolio is currently hidden, because as you mentioned that I am a research analyst, so it is not allowed to share our portfolios there. So anyways, it doesn't make sense for anyone to look at my portfolio. So here you can track all your things, like for example, what is the investment, what is the value, what is the profit and loss, and also
Yeah.
directly you can go to any of these platforms. But then when you said that, and one of the most, I would say, because as an analyst and as a trader also, one of the most important things a trader or an investor needs is most likely the charts. So
Yeah.
for an investor, he or she needs the annual reports and the company's website and the news also. And I'll be coming to the news also. And as a trader, the most important thing is basically two things. One is the FNO data, the derivative data, and second is the charts. So let me take you through the Dhan's Trading View console. So here,
Mm-hmm.
as you can see, I mean, by simply typing tv.dhan.co and simply
Yeah.
scanning your bar with your uh, account details, so you can simply go to these kind of charts. So this is Dhan's Trading View console, wherein I can tell you one thing because I have been into the market for the last 17 odd years and I have been a very active participant. One thing I can tell you that this is one of the best in class, whatever is available in the industry. So, you can use as many indicators. So there are traditional indicators and also there are certain
Mm-hmm.
other indicators. For example, there are certain of our own made indicators, the custom indicator where, for example, if you have applied some chart, so you can have all the candlestick patterns named here at just one go. And let me
All
tell you
right.
one, so the investors or the traders who are new or even those who are old in the markets, they use these kind of patterns very frequently. So with just one click of a button, you can hide them, you can use them. And the beauty about the Dhan's trading view console is, like for example, when you click on these time frames, it is not just that it is very good for a scalper, like for example, with as low as 5 seconds of time frame, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, and then going up to all 1 year's time frame. This is undoubtedly a beautiful feature. But I would say
Yeah.
on the top, the most important feature is you can create your own time frame also. For example, I want a 6 minutes time frame. That is because I have made a strategy for myself. I can add this time frame here of 6 minutes, and it will start showing me the 6 minutes time frame as you can see here. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe example, you come up with some other number, let's say 7 minutes. You add 7 minutes time frame, it will start showing you, and now it will make a chart. I mean, you can use the chart of 7 minutes also. So simply by typing on the screen, for example, I want to check the chart of Tata Motors or Tata Powers. So Tata Power or Tata Consultancy. By simply typing on the screen, you can use these charts here. You can use various type of candles, for example, some of the complex candles, Heikanashi, PNF, all these things. I'm very sure the traders and investors, our audience who will be, our viewers who will be watching this video would be very aware of this. So you can use different type of candlestick patterns here. You can use many indicators out of hundreds of these indicators. Most importantly, uh, there's no limitation to the number of indicators that you can use here.
Mm.
And I would like to introduce to my viewers one of the most important features here is you can directly trade from the charts itself. Like, for example, if I want to buy Tata Motors, none of my statement should be seen as a trading or investment recommendation, though. But then if I want to buy something here, I can simply click on buy here, and I can trade intraday, I can trade MTF, which we are going to discuss later, then delivery if I want to buy a certain share at a certain price, and also I want to place a certain stop loss or a target, I can simply place it and click on buy button here. And
Pretty easy.
last last but not the least, maybe I want to buy Tata Motors, let us say intraday, when it comes to 818 instead of 820. But I'm keeping busy, like I'm talking to you right now. So what I can do is I can, for example, place alert button here. So at 818, it will send me a notification on my mobile phone, also on my email and all these things. So, and you can also add your
Superb.
note. So
Mm.
maybe I'm following certain strategy. I'll just
Mm.
create here and it will send me a notification. So these are, I mean, there are hundreds of such features which are made considering or keeping the traders, the active traders in mind, and also the investors, the serious ones. I mean, those who come here with a genuine dream of making something out of the markets. So we have made all these things keeping these people in mind. So that's an introduction of Dhan's Trading View console.
Pretty interesting. So Himanshu, while you took us to this, let's talk about another very powerful tool that is ScanX that is there on the platform, right? Um, how can our traders use this? How can it help them simplify the scanning process and improve, say, precision in trading strategies, right? Because there are so many criteria to look at.
Undoubtedly. So that is, I would say, one of the best things available. I mean, one of my favorite things. Why? Because I am into research. I'm actively into research and
Yeah,
researching the markets for a long time. But at the same time, uh, I'm not expecting everyone to spend so much time on researching. I mean, we understand this on behalf of traders that investors, like everyone cannot spend so many hours researching the market. So what we have done
correct.
is we have created this platform, and that's a very, very, I would say, powerful tool. Like for example, let us take an example of today. As we saw that the markets are unfortunately down today. I wouldn't say
Yes.
unfortunately, that's the real nature of the market, up and down.
Yeah.
So these are the buying opportunities. So for example, the market is down, the Nifty is down by 280 points today. Now I want to buy the shares which are trading relatively cheaper today. I can
Hmm.
simply open ScanX. There are so many features here. Like for example, I can see which are the top losers of let's say Nifty 50 today. So
Hmm.
I have selected Nifty 50, and on a daily basis, which are the stocks which are down today. So I can see that TCS is trading flat, HDFC Bank is trading flat,
Yeah.
Reliance is trading slightly down. So I can simply shortlist my stocks by clicking certain buttons. So these are the shares. As you can see, some of the dark
Yeah.
red, Hindalco is deep red today, Grasim is deep red today. At the same time, in this falling market also, the stocks which are up today, maybe they are my personal choices. So I can simply click on these kind of things and find out that Apollo Hospital is still standing strong today. So this is how ScanX helps even the beginners. I mean, at just a click, if someone is working in an office, so if someone is teaching, if someone is studying, going to college, so they have got just a couple of minutes to track the markets. So ScanX is going to help all of these kind of people. I mean, keeping these kind of people. This is just one of the things. Let me show you some really interesting thing. I'll
Yeah,
come to this.
the visual aid that colors give with green and red and deep maroon and dark green, that is like quick
Yeah,
decision making
that
then.
it will save a lot of time. See, for a trader,
Yeah,
time is the most important thing. So
absolutely.
because the market opens only for 6 hours a day, almost 6 hours a day. So the
Yeah,
time is always running against you. So I mean, if you just want to find out, for example, today itself, if you just want to find out that which are the stocks which are going up today or which are going down today, I've just clicked on live. See, I have not just come to screeners so far. I have not yet come to screeners so far. I'm just showing you the inbuilt features. Like for example, which are the stocks which are creating the bullish signal right now? If I have just clicked on this, or the stocks which have created the bearish signal right now, in the next few seconds, it will start showing you the stocks which are gaining traction right now in the markets. So within fraction of second, you have got to know that Ester DM is some stock which is gaining traction, or for example, Jindal Steel is one such stock, or Indigo is one such stock. Because the markets are down, the most of the stocks are showing down. But look at the powerful thing. I mean, within fraction of seconds, you have started getting these kind of stocks. And now, in the next 1 minute, I would like to take you to the most interesting thing of this platform. Uh, One may not even need to create the screener. There are so many ready-made screeners available. Like, for example, if I am a beginner here and I want to start investing in the markets, now there is one thing I would always require is a good quality stocks. But the problem is, like for example, I myself, I'm an engineer. So I do not know hypothetically what is EBITDA, what is EBIT, what is net profit, what is corporate action, and so on and
correct.
so forth. There are so many ready-made screeners available. We just need to understand basic English, like for example, potential multi-baggers. Now I just need to click on potential multi-baggers, and they have told me that these are the stocks which fulfill certain conditions. And they
Yeah,
are, see, none of these should be seen as a trading or investment recommendation. And these are the things which are trading, these are the stocks which are trading undervalued, their EPS is growing. And not just this, for example, you have a certain condition in your mind. You can always customize them and add your own conditions here. So one can create their own screeners, one can use ready-made screeners. For example, you want to find out all the good quality stocks in today's falling market right now. You
yeah.
just need to click on Titan large cap stocks. So these are the stocks which are growing and which are not overvalued right now as per this definition. I mean, as
And this
per
is the
these.
live dashboard that you're showing to the viewers right now
Yeah,
for
it's,
today's
it's, it's all
market.
live. It's all live. I'm not showing you any PPT. It's all live. I'm taking you to the live scanner. And during my entire day of trading and investing, this page remains open at all points in time. Like
Yeah,
even today, I just need to check this. Which are the stocks I need to buy right now? Maybe because I'm an
yeah.
investor, so I'm looking for the good opportunities. I just need to open this chart here, or
Very,
I
very
just need
helpful for quick decision making.
very. And also the last thing, I mean, not just fundamental, even for a technical standpoint, you can
Hmm.
see all the stocks which are giving you golden crossover, death crossover. These are
Yeah,
some technical terms. So which of the stocks are breaking the resistance, which of the stocks are trading oversold. If someone wants to trade intraday, these are all ready-made screeners. The investors or the traders or the participants, basically, they do not have to do any hard work here to find out the stocks. I'm not
yeah,
talking about that you can create these screeners. These are all ready-made screeners for you. But yes, the most important, the most powerful tool here is if you have certain conditions in your mind, whether it is based on technicals, whether it is based on fundamentals, you can always create a screener for yourself. Hypothetically, in the last 1 minute, for example, you have I mean, out of somewhere you have heard this statement that the stocks where FIIs increase their holdings are potentially good stocks. Hypothetically,
yeah,
not my view here. So you can always just come back to the screen and see which of the stocks are those where FIIs have increased the holding by more than 5%. Just click on this button and you have got all the stocks wherein out of 5,000 stocks at the bottom, one can see that we have got around 750 stocks. So we have screened out a lot of stocks. Then by
yeah.
adding more conditions, I want this only for large cap companies. So let us say more than 50,000 crore uh, market cap. So
Market
these
cap,
are,
yeah.
uh, I have got only 163 stocks right now. So you can just keep on adding these parameters and make a sense
Yeah.
out of it. So that's that. I mean, uh, I've only taken a couple of minutes, and I think I have shown you some really interesting feature. At least these are the features which I personally love a lot here. So
Yeah,
that
very
is,
comprehensive dashboard in one
and
view
yet
for
very easy to understand and easy to use
yeah.
here. So I mean, color coding and simple parameters, drag and drop, plug and play. All these things have been taken care in mind, considering all the beginners.
Superb, superb. So let's shift gears a bit, Himanshu, and talk about the options traders. So options can be a bit intimidating for some, right? But this particular feature is designed to simplify the process. Can you walk
Yes,
us through options traders? And I believe this is one of the must-have tools for both beginners as well as experienced traders. How
undoubtedly.
does one improve their efficiency when they're analyzing or even executing their option strategies?
Right. So we just need to go to our options trading console here. So
Yeah.
which is options trading app here. So
Mm-hmm.
optionstrader.dhan.co. We just need to click it. We just need to scan the QR from our app, and then uh, it makes the life of an options trader pretty much easier. See,
Yeah.
options per se are a complex product. I wouldn't lie. Options per se, especially as a beginner, it becomes very intimidating. It becomes very overwhelming to understand options. Now, there are so many terms. For example, we have put call ratio, we have open interest. Now, then we have futures open interest, then we have options open interest. Now we have change in open interest also. Then we have other so many features clubbed together with option strategies. So all these things have been taken care and considered in mind while making these kind of features. For example, let me show you something really interesting here. Let us say, let me open this for because Nifty is relatively easier to understand by most of the participants. So I've just gone to markets, clicked on Nifty here, and now I'm clicking on pre-built. Now see, my my investor or my trader only need to know one thing, whether he wants to be bullish, he wants to be bearish, he has no direction in the market, or he is expecting volatility. Hypothetically, recently we saw that US as a country went through election phase, and we saw the election results also. And during the election results, as we saw on the election day in India, the result day in India, and then in the US also, the markets become very, very volatile. Now, hypothetically, I know the only thing I know is that markets are likely to be volatile. I can just simply come to this page here. I can click on any direction, and it will show me which are the strategies that one can follow here. Like for example, we have iron butterfly, we have iron condor, all these kind of strategies here. I just need to click on any of these strategy. I can see in the builder how the chart looks like. If the
Mm-hmm.
market goes up, I make this much amount of money. If the market goes down, I make this much amount of money. And if the market stays here, my maximum loss is only 145 rupees. So if the market goes up, my maximum profit can be a few thousand rupees. Market goes down a few thousand rupees. But if the market stays here, I am losing only 145 rupees.
So
So
even if I'm
this way,
taking a risk, I'm taking a very calculated risk and I'm aware of the risk.
at least you are aware.
It's
At the most important point is you are aware of the risk, that this is the amount of money that I will be
correct.
losing. Now
Yeah.
you want to just change the expiry date. You can simply come here, change the expiry date to next expiry date, for example, and it will start showing you. And if you want to modify this strategy, you can simply click on plus and minus, and you can change it. You can change the strategy also. You can remove the leg. You can add the leg. So it has become kind of plug and play. I remember when I started my journey around 2008 or so, it was very, very difficult to arrange the data for options. We used to
Yeah.
wait until 6:30 p.m. or 6:15 p.m. in the evening for the data to get updated, and then from NSE's website we used to get the data. But now it has become so easy for us. So these are all the pre-built strategies. If you just want to look at the option chain, the last thing I would like to discuss here, uh, uh, if you just want to look at a quick look at the option chain, until 3 years ago also, when we did not have when the Dhan was very new here. So I used to look at NSE India's option chain, the website there, and that's a beautiful data. But look at this data. This data is also telling you which is the highest OI, what is the highest change in OI, and the option trader with me here, who are watching this video, I'm sure they would be knowing about theta, delta, open interest, change in open interest, and the PCR. All this data is absolutely readily available here. So
Yeah.
this becomes very, very easy because, as I mentioned, the most important thing for a trader is time, because the time is always running against us. When you are researching on something, you want everything on your fingertips, and this is where you get everything uh, right at your fingertips within a fraction of second. You can analyze everything and look at the right side. If you want to only see the active strikes or you want to see all the strikes, you can
Mm.
just click on this data and you can make a sense of. So that's a brief idea about the options data also. It's a beautiful data.
Pretty interesting, Himanshu. Now let's touch on the margin trading fund, or MTF, most popularly known, right? So for a lot of traders who are looking to leverage their capital, this feature can be game changer, right? Can you explain to us more in detail about MTF, how it works, what
Yeah,
our
yeah.
traders should be aware of before using MTF as a feature?
Yeah, sure. So let us come to, for example, our Dhan's homepage here. And let us say hypothetically, I want to buy this share. So, acha, one more point. From this homepage also and from this page also, you can at all points in time, from any of the page, you can directly trade the stocks. The same
All
goes
right.
with the Dhan's main platform here. And
Mm.
be it options, be it stocks, whatever you want to trade, you can just click on this buy button. And then whenever you want to trade, so you just need to tell us basically whether you want to do intraday trading, whether you want to go for investing, or you want to take MTF trade. Now, when I click on trading, as you can see, the margin requirement is 113. So 5x leverage is what is available for you. So this is one
Yeah.
margin that we are giving here. And you can place any type of order. Like for example, if you want to buy it on market price or limit price, you want to put your own price, uh, you want to place a stop loss order or a trigger order basically, or you want to place a stop loss along with the buy price, or stop loss as well as target along with the buy price. You can place any of these kind of orders, and you can do this all on margin. As you can see, for a product of 566, the margin requirement is only 113.62. So
Yeah.
you're only paying 20% out of it. Then for investing, you need to pay the entire thing, and all these features are anyways available, as you know this. Now comes a very important thing, the margin trading facility. Now you just need to tell us that you want to trade this stock and how much quantity you want to buy. And also you are getting a 3.5x leverage. Now you just need to pay 161.95 or 3.5 times of margin here, 3.5 times of leverage here. And with MTF, you need to pay a small amount of money, and then you can carry it forward for as long as you want. Like in the intraday trade, you can carry it forward only for, you cannot carry forward beyond today. You'll have to exit it today
Yeah.
itself. Otherwise, uh, the RMS will be squaring up your position. But then in MTF, you can carry forward your position for as long as you want, and also until settlement, there is no charge that will be charging you. And then, for as long as you want to carry, there's nothing. You just need to mark the stock as MTF. So once you
Understood.
do this, you can take a benefit of all the leverage things. So primarily on leverage side, you can use this leverage for intraday, as well as you can use leverage for a very long time. And almost 1,000 stocks are available for this thing. So for this MTF facility, so that's a beautiful feature, I would say, for someone like, for example, if I am very confident that the markets are down today and the markets may go
Yeah.
up in the next few months, and they'll be generating a good amount of returns for me. So even with a small amount of capital, I can generate a high amount of return. Of
Yeah.
course, one should always consider their risk appetite before going for the leverage products, but then
Yeah.
it's a beautiful feature for someone who knows about all these things. So until,
Absolutely.
yeah,
So, Himanshu, let's now change focus, or maybe shift focus to something that many traders and investors consider for long-term growth. and that is typically our mutual funds, right? While there are different from the more active forms of trading that we've been discussing, they can still play a very important role in a very diversified portfolio. Can you
Right.
can you walk us through how mutual funds work, how and what makes them an attractive option for, say, investors and even for traders, and how they can
Certainly.
incorporate mutual funds as a part of their overall portfolio strategy?
Certainly. Rather, I would, with your permission, I would like to add one more product along with the mutual fund that's a cousin brother of mutual fund, which is the ETF. So they both are
Absolutely.
kind of same thing only, just
Yeah.
that mutual fund is more exhaustive, as in you can have different type of mutual fund, thematic mutual fund,
Correct.
while ETFs are fixed in nature. So, I mean, we can check these mutual funds here. So once you click on the mutual funds here, primarily on the app, so we have all the data of the mutual fund on our app. So you can simply go to this uh, the mutual fund section on the app, and you can find out. See, I'll tell you this one thing. People come to me for the investment advice and all these things. What is the most common question that is asked by the, or what can be the most common question that is asked, or that is asked generally by the investors? Everyone is just thinking about one thing, which is the mutual fund that has generated highest returns in a particular category, or which is the mutual
Correct.
fund which is good for me. So you basically, what you need is data, and you need a scan data already, so that you do not have to do all the hard work together. Now, you see, there are rating agencies which have rated the mutual funds. You can simply click on them because someone has already done this hard work, and we have
Yeah.
already taken these services for you. So once you know that these are the top rated mutual fund schemes, you can simply start investing in these kind of funds. And also, for example, someone already knows that I am more conservative in nature, and I want to invest only in large cap mutual funds. You can
Yeah.
simply go to high returns and select on the large cap. Once you have selected on the large cap, it will show you all the good quality funds here. Like for example, if we go to the mutual funds here, so you can start tracking all these funds at just click of a button. And also, I was talking about the ETF. ETF is even
Yeah.
relatively easier here. See, there's a list of all the ETFs. Not just ETF, like for example, this is liquid ETF if you want to park your funds overnight. There are so many ETFs which are broad index, for example, Nifty 50,
Yeah.
SenSex, Nifty 100, etc. Then you have, you want to invest in sectoral ETFs. You can also invest through sectoral ETFs here. Like for example, we have some Nifty Bank ETF, some Nifty FMCG ETF, and so on and so forth. Then you have defense sectors ETF. For example, you have commodities ETF. You want to invest in the global markets. You want to invest in the debt markets. So all these kind of ETFs are also available. Mutual fund, I would say, and ETF, I would say, is one of the best products for a beginner. And we have made the life of the investor very easy, very simple here, so that they do not have to do any kind of hard work. The research work, or the something that you require for research, is already done by us.
Fund
You just need
houses.
to make a decision for yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty interesting, Himanshu. And this brings us to the end of the discussion. It's been a fantastic and an insightful session. And I think, Himanshu, not just beginners, but very avid traders will also find it very insightful. Thank you. Thanks a lot for sharing your expertise and taking time out today. And
Thank you.
big thanks to the viewers who are watching, and hope you found this session valuable. As we wrap up, remember to keep an eye on this space for more upcoming insightful sessions. We
Right.
have plenty of more such sessions in store. Thanks again, Himanshu, and thanks everyone for joining. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anand. Thank you so much
Thanks,
to all the.
thanks.
Bye bye.
Investments in the securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.